Hello, my name is Jorge Montoya, and today I'll be showing you how to use the U of I Idaho Alfalfa drought decision tool that I made. So first, when you log in, you don't have to make an account or anything. It saves automatically to your computer when you refresh. And so then you just want to put in your name of your farm if you'd like. You can just put here. Let's say we're near, Aberdeen, Idaho. Then we have irrigation systems. You can choose your irrigation system. So for my farm, let's just say we use a center pivot, and it auto fills the water efficiency for each of these as well. And then you can have it whether it's modernized, because there is a difference whether it's modernized or if it's just kind of traditional. So we can just leave traditional older system. As you can see, moves it to 78, and then we can put for alfalfa, we can just fill in the default 150 baseline yield. I don't know. We can just put 4 tons an acre. Then price, I don't know what's a good price. We can put like 220. Machinery cost, we can just fill that in at 85. Fertilizer 60. Pesticide 25, and this all per acre as well. And then we just click add crop. There you go. And then we also have other crops you can do, just like corn, wheat, because I know farmers, they don't just do one crop, they do a combination of them. And so then we move over to yield as well, and then we have our yield calculator here. And so let's say um, we have to cut, let's say 20% of our water, the drought moderate level, um, and then you can also do 0 for like no drought as well. And so our result is that of our baseline yield of 4 tons an acre, we're losing around 5.3% of that. And then down here you have the yield loss curve as well. And what to do, this program will give you little recommendations as well on kind of what's the best typical way to go about a certain drought, depending on the equipment and crops you're growing. And so then next here we have our water strategy as well. So you can see it automatically carries over as well. So we have 80% of our normal supply, which is what we had inserted on the yield tab. So you don't really have to change this part here. And if you have a specific buyer that's buying all your alfalfa, you can input your own price as well. Over here in revenue, there's different price grids as well. All right, so let's continue with the water tab. You have different strategies it'll give you, and these ones you can kind of just look at, and it gives you a different comparison if you were to do each one. And all of this is backed by research and literature um, as well. And so then let's go to revenue and quality. So let's say our current grade is our alfalfa is currently at good, so this is how much it would sell right now, and this is kind of these prices are gathered from the USDA as well. The most recent report was 529, and that's where it grabs these prices from, and it does that automatically, and it updates weekly, I believe, whenever there's a new report that makes sense. Sometimes there'll be reports where someone bought good quality alfalfa for more than say someone bought premium, and that wouldn't make sense. So that's not an actual more recent comparison. So it grabs the most recent report that makes sense. And so then here you can upgrade your scenario, upgrade a cost. This one here is what you spend per acre to reach the higher grade at like cutting earlier, night baling for leaf retention, things of that. And then it gives you an analysis as well of your farm as well. So for example, if let's say you end up doing, you need to change this 150, you can click X here and then edit that and make that to 200 or how many ever acres you're farming alfalfa for. So it's pretty cool. Just gives you a little analysis as well if you of different grades as well, and then corn as well through that in there. And then for cutting, cutting matters because the more you cut, the more higher quality you can get, but you don't often get as much yield, which is pretty important. And during a lot of the research that I was doing, I found out that it's better to look at getting more yield over quality. Sometimes cutting water and focusing on quality doesn't quite often outperform focusing on yield. So that's something pretty interesting I learned. So you can put when did the drought start. There are different options. We can put started like early season. Our goal, let's say, maximize yield, and it gives you a recommendation based on that. And then this is our farm dashboard. So you kind of go through each section, setting it all up, and your dashboard is where it kind of all comes together, and it kind of gives you like a summary of your whole operation. So you can see that we'd have a gross revenue of this. This would be our input cost here. This is how much money, how much revenue we would lose due to drought, and yeah, you can see here. You can kind of play with it as well, or you can also use each calculator on its own, just if that's something you're curious about as well. But it gives you a per crop breakdown. So right here we just have alfalfa, um, and it gives you another recommendation here. Uh, then you have different input costs as well, like fertilizer, pesticides, machinery, custom hire if you have help here. That can help you kind of get a more accurate scenario of where you're heading when the season starts coming to an end or before the season even starts as well. So kind of just threw these in here too for accuracy a little bit more. And the drought history, it is based on research, and it does grab information from your nearest satellite, from the AgriMet website. And so here we can see we're in Idaho. Let's say we're in Washington. You can see the results change a little bit more. Washington's in a little bit of a bad drought year. Let's go to Montana. Montana's a little bit worse. You can see the history in it as well. You can see that you're in an extreme drought, and it kind of gives you a little bit of information what a drought does to hay prices as well. Uh, but yeah, and we have the quick check feature. Quick check. All this does is just if you're on your phone and you need something kind of quick, you can see like if we have some water, some let's see, let's do wheat. It'll give you a quick little, like, if you don't want to fill each of these out, you can do quick check. And please leave some feedback here in the feedback box. It means so much because I'm still trying to make this tool better and improve it, make it more useful for producers. So please let me know any feedback, any bugs, any errors you see in here. That'd be great. But thank you so much for this tutorial. And hopefully you all enjoyed the tool and how it works. I appreciate the University of Idaho for letting me have the opportunity to work with them and create this really cool tool. And I hope a lot of people have a good time using it and are able to have something that really creates an impact on their farm. Thank you.